Hi, this is Tobias, software engineer and machine learning scientist at Schäuffelhut-Berger. Today I would like to show you some pretty useful workflows regarding the annotation of acceleration data in Firetail. I will start with some basics on assisted annotation using Firetail, how to save predictive models and how to include editing and assignments that you've made. And I'll also show you how to apply trained models to another individual or tag. Then I would like to show you how to load video annotation data as a gold standard and for embedding ground truth data. To follow this tutorial, a MoveBank account will be required as well as the latest Firetail edition from www.firetail.de. Let me start with a nice project of house cats that the Max Planck Institute of Animal Behavior has made available, along with a German TV production termed Pfötchenalarm, which roughly translates to paw alert. The data is great to show how to assign and transfer predictions across deployments. For a start, let's switch to the Bing aerial view in the layer menu in Firetail. I will select Download MoveBank by Deployment ID from the File menu and enter my credentials. Then search for PF in the list of studies. Luckily, PF is a rather German combination of consonants, wherefore I get two results. I then select the Pfötchenalarm Vox 2021 study. From the list of resulting deployments, we select Queenie 3865 and Schnippschnapp 3842. I don't want to add any further restrictions here, so I can just download the complete data and check to overwrite the data. I agree to open the deployment. This is our cat Queenie, and the MoveBank deployment ID notably ends with 11994, which may be useful for later. In the top panel, you can see the acceleration data, while in the map viewport, the cat's GPS track is visible. Now, given the acceleration data, we can use the Firetail algorithm to start with a segmentation of acceleration patterns. I open the data menu and select ACC for acceleration and Firetail segmentation. From the available options, I choose Calculate ACC segmentation. We want to use this model later on, so the first thing we do is checking the Save Model option. For the other parameters, I'll stick with the defaults for now and confirm this. Let me select some file. Now a model is trained and the segmentation is done using 9 categories I00 through I22. Now, starting from this result, I would like to assign actual behavior to each predicted category. For now, let's keep it simple. I start by right-clicking the topmost layer and select Annotations to Selection. This highlights the respective regions in both the viewport and the acceleration data, which makes it a lot easier to interpret the data. Don't bind me to the following assignments, they're supposed to be pretty ad hoc and just examples. For now, let's switch this category here to a new layer, Movement, and label it Sneak. Now highlight the next layer using Annotations to Selection. Seeing into the patterns and movement, I may label this prediction Movement and Regular. It ends up in the same layer. In this example, I will delete the next category . Let's take one more category that seems to indicate peak movement, select it and assign Movement Fast. I will take one more category and set it to Unknown and U1. Now, if I'm happy with my edits, I extend the previous model by navigating to the Data menu, then Firetail, and finally Save Annotation Mappings. I receive a confirmation that my edits are now part of the last model. It's now time to switch the deployment to our second download. I use Open Downloaded MoveBank Data and search for PF. Then I select the second deployment ending in 07691. This will open the individual with the name Schnippschnapp. I want to apply the previous model to this deployment and select Data, Firesum, Calculate Segmentation. This time I use the Load Trained Model option and select my previous sample model. Press OK. The model is now applied and all categories are reapplied, so the renaming is done automatically. And it's important to understand that the model is not adapted to the deployment on Schnippschnapp. The results can therefore differ from a de novo segmentation. Let's see into this effect and train a second model on this particular dataset. Select Data, Firesum, ACC segmentation, and enter a prefix second. Then press OK and predict a segmentation. We can see that some categories are very similar, while others would require merging or splitting. And the reason is as simple as it's complex. We see the behavior of one individual, but through the patterns of another. Still, this view allows me to search for similarities across individuals and also to search for overlapping categories, which may drastically improve both consistency and annotation speed. Now let's stick to this annotation topic, but this time I want to show you how to embed external annotation data within a prediction. For this example, I annotated the sample video of katas that ships with the Boris tool suite, but adopted the time window to match Schnippschnapp's observations. I can load these annotations via File, Annotations, Import Boris Annotations, and select the appropriate CSV file. Obviously, this data does not match the original observations, but I think that it's sufficient to understand how powerful this concept is. The overlay of video observations allows me to compare ground truth categories and predictions side by side, which can guide the annotation process and evaluation procedures alike. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, could get a few ideas for your ongoing projects, or your future project, that is. And as always, stay curious, and thanks for watching.